Welcome everyone, this is going to be one more episode of the early game lab. We're here with a seed of standard randomizer season 5 settings. And what do we have today? We're going to start with a Minuet Song and also a blue medallion as adult. As adult, Minuet super strong, probably an option to immediately play Minuet and then get your way to somewhere else. What's interesting with Minuet is that you immediately get another song that could warp you to again another song. So if you can chain them, it's very, very nice. And also going down Sacred Forest Meadow gives you 3 hints. You could go get a 4th one in Kokiri Forest and also get Mido's house. So all of this very quick, Sphere Zero stuff. Quite important. So let's see what we do want to play. I have a lot of nice homies in the chat and they will help me brainstorm all of the options that we have, and we will generally try to play safe. Okay, let's go for it. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, we're now in Kakariko, and Kakariko Graveyard is the big thing that we want to do when we start as adult. The question is, do we want to get Minuet Song before? And I think my answer is yes, and then we can save or back to here. I think this is the option that I would go for, but I'm not always the best at quick decision making. So in chat, tell me, what would you do? Would you play Minuet right now? Or would you first do Cat Graveyard and then play Minuet? Okay, so EGL is saying play Minuet, check the first hint and save warp. Skyward is saying you could get Zelda's Lullaby for Graveyard Composer Song. That's true. Callie is saying always do we'll do Dampe no matter what, Callie, don't worry. So yeah, I think we all agree that playing Minuet straight away is good, and then we're going to disagree in how much we extend after Minuet. Okay? So let's go for it. Salut Yes. We're getting Nocturne. It's comfy, not very interesting warp song right now. Definitely going to be good during the seeds. Nice to have it early, but as of right now, we would have preferred something like Bolero, Requiem, ZL, even Song of Time would have been okay. But yeah, Nocturne doesn't achieve much. It's mostly going to be one hint for us at the moment. But okay. We all agree that we get this hint. I'm pretty sure. Lost Woods is on the path to Volvagia. So, gonna write it down like this. Now, the question is, do you go down SFM to get more hints, and then go Kokiri Forest, get more hints, and do Mido's house, and then play Nocturne? Or do you play Nocturne right now? You would go all the way to Kokiri Forest, then play Nocturne. Callie would get hint. EGL, you say no, it's backtracking? What do you mean backtracking? What do you mean as backtracking? Why would you need to do that again? So we have Minuet, so what do you mean that as child we're gonna play Minuet no matter what? And then yeah, I think so too, Luna. I think he's saying that we will do it as child no matter what. So what you're saying is that it is not worth the information and the Sphere Zero checks, since we will do it as child no matter what. So you would play Nocturne right now. I think it's an interesting proposal. It's not super safe, but it's very interesting to see that this distance, you do not want to cover it more than once. So I'm gonna be happy with that explanation and just go with it. It does not mean that I'm going to follow whatever EGL says, but for this time, I enjoy the justification of it. So, River and Water Temple is one item. You could see this as a trash hint, but it's actually interesting because Water Temple is only 4 items. So right now it tells you that Water Temple is only 3 items to look for. It also tells you that Song of Time will not be required for Water Temple, and it also tells you that there's only 1 key locked item left in Water Temple. If you're not too comfy with Water Temple key logic, I'm going to put the document in the chat and you can read that later. It's really interesting. TLDR is there's 2 items key locked and 2 items non-key locked for like 29 out of 30 cases. All right, now let's keep going. The next thing we're going to do is obviously Dampe race. We're gonna try to get hit by this Poe. This is $100. Not very interesting. Could come in handy later if we have Boomerang as child and we really absolutely need money, but it never happened to me. 48 is already dead. I'm sorry, blue guy. $51 is likely. Could be 51. It's dead. Yeah. So basically you guys are counting correctly. Getting hit by a flame is around 2 seconds. Alright, what do we get? We get a bow again? Okay. Bow and Dampe. And now we don't have money, we don't have explosive, we basically don't have anything, so let's open small chests. Do you take the red rupee? So there's a red rupee here. It could be interesting. I'm gonna take it. I think money is an important resource at the beginning of the seeds, so I'm not saying you should always take this, but knowing such few about the rest of the seed, I would open this pot and get 20. Already 2 containers, which is all of the health that we could possibly ever want. And let's move on to CAC. Usually the routing that I do in CAC when I arrive from here is to start with those 2. I'm gonna have to do archery. Yeah, I didn't think about that, but the $20 of Dampe is also incredibly good for doing archery. I'm writing down that I get a bottle sphere 0. You guys can't see it, but it's on the sphere tracking of my tracker. There we go. Let's shoot. And just a bundle of arrows. You can sell the bugs if you need more money, for example, a shield. That is very true. I could sell the bugs if I need money. I definitely do not need this container. Interesting. Okay, Requiem is really good. Requiem gives us access to an immediate other song. And also, we can manipulate time of day with Requiem because getting Requiem sets noon. So quite important. Collecting cuckoos gives you a scale. Interesting hint. Cuckoos gives you a scale. Gonna write it down over there. And I am just getting a Sphere 0 Goron tunic. Alright. Let's move on to Man on Roof now. And so far, it does not feel like I have anything that could make me want to extend the adult section over this. Am I right? Okay, so now is an interesting time to take some decisions. What's up, Juice? So, there's a couple of things that I'm thinking about. The sad thing is, even if I sell the bugs for 50, I will not have 80 to buy a shield. So that is quite sad, not gonna lie. Other thing that I am thinking about is, do I want to play Requiem as adult, or do I want to wait to be child to do so? I think playing it as adult is good enough. Because it could link to warp songs that gives you other songs, such as Bolero, for example. Or it could lead to, I don't know, maybe ZL, or it could be Preludes that saves me some hiking. Overall, I see a lot of advantages to playing Requiem right now. Do you guys think that that's the good idea? Okay, we get 2 people saying Requiem's good, Requiem's good, Requiem's good. Alright, seems like we're agreeing on a Requiem is good. And let's play it right now. As long as it doesn't screw the time of day for wrench, it's okay. Yeah, that's one of the big idea. So for example, that's why I'm going to go collect the hint first. Inside Ganon's castle is foolish. 50 bucks over there. You can rush GTG. I mean, rushing GTG is an option. It's just insanely risky. Yeah, so you would need to reverse Wasteland, completely out of logic GTG play, but you have a bow, so it's not that stupid. You would have access to quite a bit if you can do the hookshot-less GTG stuff. What's up, Chalonsois? Thanks for the raid, homie. How you doing? How was your stream? Hope you've been good. Alright, let's get the Requiem. And we get Serenade on Requiem. Not too crazy. Now, there's a couple options that I have. The first one is to save warp, and I'm at the beginning of CAC. The other options that I have is to play Nocturne, and I'm at the other end of the graveyard, and Serenade is not unlocking anything. So I think Shoot the Sun. Nah, time of day is just noon right now, and Shoot the Sun is like 6 a.m., 7 a.m. So it's definitely not good. We would need to wait for like 3 minutes. You lost Flame Storage and Child Spirit and bailed, and there was something, right? I'm sorry, Chalenswa, I sort of need to focus on this seed in order to minimize the amount of cutting editing that I need to do. I agree with Kaipi. I would save warp because I think crossing the entire graveyard and crossing CAC takes longer than the save warp. So we're going to go with the save warp, definitely. Oh, I didn't realize we have so many warp songs. Nice colors. Okay, let's move to starting the child section. Hey, thank you, Morceau Leon. See you next time. I could get Knight for Kiki plus Dampe. Well, that's the kind of thing that I would do, Luna, if I had Sunsong. But since I do not have Sunsong, my biggest priority as child is to be able to go to the ranch. So right now, I would not consider forcing Knight. Forcing Knight is something that I would do like before child 2. Or if I had Sunsong, so then I wouldn't care too much. But yeah, I would want to go to Lon Lon Ranch, and then I have the perfect option to get out of the Lon Lon Ranch, which is Minuet. So really, like, child section right now doesn't have too much crazy decision making. Yo, what's up, Say? Say you're arriving 16 minutes in, the second early game lab of today. Welcome, welcome. Desert Colossus is barren. Damn. Skullmask has nothing. That is the best hint. River we already know. Kakariko is on the path to King Dodongo. So that is something that is very important. Kakariko being on the path to King Dodongo. DC is very usually a dungeon that is low in spheres in order to access. And then the way that paths are chosen, it's you first choose a path, and then you have the amount of items that are needed for this path, and then it chooses one of the items that are in there. But something like a bomb bag, for example, which is going to unlock so much in the seed, is more likely to be on all of the paths of the medallions that you will need. So it's going to be represented a lot, so the probability that it's getting hit is bigger. So the way you want to understand that is like Kakariko is pointing at a low sphere dungeon to complete that needs usually low sphere items to get. So there's a big chance that Kakariko low sphere stuff is what is indicated. The other thing that is interesting is that we have a sometimes hints that is regarding cuckoos. Cuckoos have a scale. And what we do know is that the scale is not what is being talked about when we say Kakariko is Path of King Dodongo, because it exists in another hint. You can never get a Way of the Hero hint or a Path hint that is targeting an item or a check that is already hinted somewhere else, be it a sometimes or an always hint. All right? So you can never get Path of DMT for Pigoron, you can never get Path of Lost Woods for Skullmask, you can never get Path of River for the frogs, or Path of Kak for 30, 40, 50. That's not gonna happen. Okay, so this is quite interesting. It shows us that basically right now, either a hammer is going to unlock Redead Grotto, or we need to rush 10-20 skulls. So in my eyes, Kak Way of the King Dodongo right now is gonna make me have more cautious and be ready to do more detours for skulls. Alright, so DC with new, then Jabu, Water, Fire, Shadow. Jabu, Water, Fire, Shadow. Jabu, Water, Fire, Shadow. I usually try to memorize 4 so that I don't spend too much time reading the pedestal. And you always have the long cutscene to write them down. And you also have this very long back walk that you can keep, for example, guessing your stones. So your stones are gonna be Deku, Forest, and Spirit. Now I'm going to go for this. Now the question is, do I go to Hyrule Castle to get the skull and the hint? Ooh, getting choose here. And I agree that time of day is going to be short because it was noon and we needed to hike. So if I go in there, I am not sure I can get out of I can get to the wrench. So sadly, we're going to have to skip this, which hurts a lot because there's a skull and we just said we really want skulls. Now, I don't even know if I have time to do the jump on the chains in order to go to the wrench. So what I can do is grab some money. So this pot has 5. Then there's a pot here that has 5. I think it's this one. This one. But usually this one you wouldn't take it. And then this one also has 5. Okay, so if you need a tiny bit of money, you can get those ones. I think I can't get rupees on the chains. Should I try or should I not? It's not too short for rupees on the chains. Okay, worst case we will just have to wait. So just one quick thing. You see the little, how do you call that? Comment on dit un muret en anglais? The little ledge that is before the chains. I usually target it around the middle, and then it's 7 side hops ups, and then I can hold down during the 7th. Wait, it's 8. I just never count the first one. And this should get you the 2 red rupees, and you can start using the joystick to move towards where you want to go. The other good thing is that you will not take damage from this height. It's a Minuet. Okay, I pressed pause, but I shouldn't have pressed pause, so I'm not supposed to know that I have 10 chews, but it still is good to know. Alright, when is it turning yellow? Okay, it's not turned yellow yet, so I'm pretty positive I can make it to the ranch. How much time was it? Maybe that was enough time for Destiny Grotto. Yeah. So maybe that was enough time, but we wanted to play safe, so we skipped it in order to make sure we could get into the ranch. But that was my bad. I should have known that. So if you get to noon, and then you just need to go from CAC to oh, it's you. From CAC to market, it's you. Then, you know, you have enough time to get the jump for the chain rupees. You also have enough time to check Destiny Grotto if you can. That's good to know. The thing is, if you miss time of day to get to ranch, it is so huge. Like, it's a huge mistake. Especially when it has the L. So if you don't feel comfy, then don't risk it, or maybe get a save warp done somewhere. Or get good? No, come on. Okay, I think this is Minuet every day, all day. Do you guys save warp just to check the save warp here, and then if it's trash, you just play Minuet? It might be a good place to just check your save warp, especially since you know you want to warp to Minuet. Muret is low wall or dike. Okay. Minuet after save warp, the information is really too important. Minuet after save warp. Okay, so there seems to be agreeance in the fact that we're going to save warp. Then I'm gonna do my equips because I don't know which dev is putting the sticks on C right and the nuts on C down, but please don't. No, I'm joking. I prefer to have nuts on C left and sticks on C down. I don't know why it was default like that. Anyway, so let's do the save warp, and then our plan is Minuet. Yeah, exactly, Scarlet. Scarlet, by the way, congratulations on making it top 64. Congratulations. Wow. We do the check. By the way, this is off logic. Alright? Even if you have the spawn, I learned my lesson like 3 days ago about this. What the seed knows about your spawn is just the zone that your spawn is in. It doesn't know which entrance you came from when it's trying to build the logic. It just knows where you are. So right now, the randomizer know that my spawn is in DMT, it does not know that I am behind a bombable wall. So this check stays locked by bombs even though my spawn is like that. And spawning in OGC is also out of logic as far as I know. This is knowledge from RSL homies, so I hope this is true. Please double check. But yeah, that's the way that I understand it is it works like that. Now, something I would like to ask after this check is, do you go and check the hint that is nearby Bigoron? Because for sure you're not coming back as adult. So do you go get the hint? I think this is the best time to go get this hint, and it still is early enough in the seed that hints are really important. So I would go get the hint. Are you American, Scarlet? I think Scarlet is from America, but the continent, not the country. Scarlet might be like Brazilian. I think I saw Scarlet talk. Yeah, Brazil. I saw you talk in the Brazilian Discord. I lurk in there. Heavy lurking. I also really like Graphitex and the way that he works with the Brazilian community. Like, he's been pushing and coaching so many guys, and because, like, thanks to him, we have so many good players from Brazil. It's really awesome. I love this dude. Okay, let's get back to it. Do you guys get the hint or not? I do not understand Brazilian though. It just Portuguese is sort of close to Spanish, so I managed to get the idea, but sometimes I don't get it. Alright, do you guys get the hint or not? I'm gonna go get the hint. Nobody answered. I hate you. 40. It's a trash hint. You didn't know where I was? Oh, I was top of DMT. Yeah, sorry. All right, we're getting Bolero. You did bottom of the well, Baron. Nice, good job. Bigoron has a magic meter. Bigoron has a magic meter. You think Magic Fairy is in logic if you spawn there? Nah, that's not possible. I had a seed recently in which it had Bombag say, and then I had Bombag Way of the Hero somewhere else. So it was just not possible. It has to be out of logic, and I don't remember who told me. I think it's Kirox or some RSL gods told me it's not in logic. The best thing you guys could do right now to help me is go ask in the Discord if it's in logic or not, and then come back to me with the answer. But I am fairly certain that it's out of logic, and it's very important to know. Lostwood is on the path to Volvagia. It's our second hint. When it was what, I used to write it down like this, but I'm not doing it anymore because, like, come on, having the same path to the same boss and the same... It's standard discussion? Yeah, probably. Do I check this? I think I do, right? I do check this. Do I not? Yeah, I do. Never save scum? I'm not a big fan of save scumming. That's true. I just never do it. Fuck the save scummers. Sorry. So yeah, that's pretty good. I have 60 rupees. And I need 80 if I want to do both of the scrubs. But what I could do to change this is do this and then do Kokiri Forest and then come back up to Lost Woods to do the rest, and I think I would have enough money. What is what you guys would choose? I could also skip this because it's available as adult, but we were trying to avoid backtracking from Minuet to all the way over there. So it might be a good thing to just do it now that we can, and then lose a little bit of time by doing Kokiri Forest before the rest of Lost Woods. You're doing it and hoping for rupees? So you would still do Lost Woods? Another Hylian shield. Cubs says it's in logic. Well, I am fairly certain it's not, so we would need like devs. Oh no, wait. We would need devs to confirm this. He said it's not in logic if you're outside? What does that mean? Oh, yeah. If you spawn inside the fairy fountain, it's in logic. But if you spawn outside the fairy fountain... If the spawn is inside the fountain, it's in logic with ZL. Outside the fountain, you need logical access to reach inside. Good. Okay, so right now, for us, it's out of logic because our spawn is DMT. Yeah, our spawn is DMT. So the Hylian shield is out of logic. Anyway, so if I understand correctly, something 0 speed. Oh yeah, you only get there because you have 0 speed. I see what you mean. 0 speed is, for example, something like that. Wait. And then when you enter, you don't go as far. You see how far I am from the end of the log? That is used for some setups. If you bomb inside and then run inside, that's where I land. So this is what he means by 0 speed gets you to still be inside the bombable wall, but... So you do Kokiri Forest first for the rupees, or you do Ocarina minigame first, just in order to double check if you can get rupees really quick or not. I am more interested by Kokiri Forest first. Which one is the safest option? I think this is safest. Like something like this. Give me rupees. No. Don't laugh at me because I struggle talking, Joshua, please. Let me struggle in peace. Hey, nice setup. Yeah, it targeted the wall. Fuck, right, left, down, left, up. Salut, mommy. $5. $5. And we cry. I think we just cry. Alright, let's go. Okay, there's gotta be money here. Worst case, we have 10 rupees hanging out for sure. Okay, alright, 50 here. Good thing. Good shit. Let's go! No, I'm joking. Okay. So, Kokiri Chest now. Yeah, I think so, Say. I think it doesn't lose time to do what we just did. And I think it was a mistake to open this. I mean, not like a crazy mistake, but it's not good. And then I wonder if Minuet is faster here. You don't think so? I really don't know. It's probably really close. So here's another instance of try to not get the automatic roll when you land, since you already have the angle for your backwalk. You'll save a few frames. Alright, we now have the ice arrow. The seed is open. Thanks to this item. What do we do next? Okay, did I write everything down? We got a strength in SFM. But it's out of logic behind bombs. What else do we do? As child, we might as well be done. Let's go adult. Okay, remember that Kak is supposed to have a bomb bag and it's likely behind 10 skulls. How many skulls we have here? 2. So even Night Kak is not going to save us. Although we have a bottle with bugs. We could have been pushing a bottle with bugs a lot more and get like 3 skulls from 2 in Lost Woods, 1 more in Kokiri Forest, and then warp out and hope for something. Oh, hope for night to set, and then go for Dampe digging into 10 skulls, but it's too late now. What's up, King Samson? You have choose, you don't need to rush bombs. That's very true, especially with such a long play to set up. I think you're very right. So, yeah, our option is likely Serenade. I'm not even sure I can... I'm fucked. Sapas. Easy. Should I wait for night? Okay, couple of things that I'm thinking about right now. Let's go get the hint, get the fairy, and then we come back, we can do Kiki. And then Kiki is the French name for Richard. It's Kiki. Kiki. Shadow Temple is on the path to Baronade. Okay, okay. Very good hint. Shadow Temple is usually very late in spheres. No, Kiki with 2 eyes. As every dog. Who is doing Hyrule Castle hint 2? Nah, but honestly, I've never done it. Since we switched to Free Zelda, I have never gotten that hint. I lost a league match because my opponent went to the second hint and then went to the third fucking hint in the Song of Storms Grotto, and it had a massive hint, and I lost a league match because of that. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? But yeah, I'm not going to this hint. Look at it being the only available 50 skull hint. The thing is, like, okay, I think it's interesting that we talk about that kind of play. But yes, it is, the probability exists that this shit of a play is going to have such a crazy information, and then you're gonna align other planets so that this information is nowhere else, and it's also something that's not gonna be on your way to any other routing, and then so align one more planet and it's gonna make you win the race. That's true. The probability definitely exists that this play is going to be incredibly strong, and it's the same thing for when you say, like, I should do this because even if it's a shit check, if it has something, then I'm fucked. the way I like to see it is, it's like poker. You can't do all of the shitty plays all the time, because the odds that you would be playing would be so low every time that you actually over the volume. It doesn't make any sense. It's like, I'm okay to lose 1% of the seeds because I haven't done this, and 99% of the seeds I'm gonna save 2 minutes. You see, it's like, it's really volume. Sometimes it's difficult choice to make because it's like 51-49. I would still choose the 51, and like 49 is gonna fuck me a lot of the times. It doesn't mean I'm going to switch. I don't want to be superstitious about that. You really need to think about volume. It's not because you got punished that your decision was wrong. You might have gotten punished because, yeah, it's unlucky, but it does not mean that your decision-making process was wrong. If you go for a decision-making process that is just the biggest odds and it's nice, then you're basically, you know, you're free of any guilt when shit happens. Like, yeah, maybe the lonely check that was never on your route is going to have what you need. You can't play around it. If every time that there's a lonely check you just rush to it because if it's something then we're dead, then you're just going to lose your win condition every time, because you're taking detours and you're finishing seeds in 7 hours. So it is very important to be very careful with the thought process of, yes, but if it's something then I'm dead. That's true for every single check, and like, you could say that for so many things. So you want to go with odds, you're gonna go with density and stuff like that. You can't go with fear. Okay, sorry for the heavy monologue, but I think it's important to say it. I say it a lot on my stream, but it's not always the same people, so I repeat it, and I'm sorry if you heard me say that a million times, but I think it's really important, and it's also something that makes you feel better about what you do, when you do it, and what happens to you. Okay, I really need to avoid the doggos to fall in love with me and go straight to Kiki. Okay, Kiki, let's go! You have to move, Luna? Sorry. You're going to eat? Hey, have a good appetite. Okay. In case you need, there's $5 here. And then we go adult, and we have a few more minutes to play as adult. What we said was rush Bolero. But once we play Bolero, we have no way to get out. You had a race with a massive hint in HF Cow Grotto and Song of Storm Castle Grotto, but we both didn't get it. Yeah, and Bruzler, I think you were right not to get it. Minuet 2? Yeah, we played Minuet. That was the first thing we did spawning in the seed. You can see that under the Minuet icon, there's Nocturne, which means we got Nocturne on the Minuet check. Okay, so we all agree Bolero instant. Oh, maybe we could have done Destiny Grotto before entering market. No, it was too late. It was too late. Okay. The say strat. Just turn around. So we know it's a hard piece. Then get this. turning around after Bolero to check the stuff has saved me so many times. I love this. Thank you, Sensei. This is hover boots. This is hover boots. You saw shoes? Okay, so get wrecked, say. It's not shoes. Come on, guys. You don't see it? You see it, right? Alright, don't be Marco in S4 qualifiers, please. Okay? It's not shoes. It's hover boots. What's up, Demdayu? Thank you for the happy lab. We're almost done. I have to move soon. Sur PJ, c'est des choux. Damn. Okay, no news from the helmet buyer, so he's gonna go get fucked. I think he wanted to scam me anyway. So, if there's hover boots on top of the volcano, as we have it in the chat, then it's a mandatory bean play. That's what it means. Because hover boots is the way. Like, you could either use a bean or use hover boots to go get that check. But if hover boots are on that check, then obviously you can't use them to go get there. So you're going to have to use the bean. And so far, the way that we can get to a bean, it's going to be, well, we can use the shoes to actually get to river. And we did, but we had not enough money. Was it this seed? It was the other seed. Sorry. So we could use choose to get to river, or we could use the Sphere Zero scale that is on collecting cuckoos. So yeah, really thrilling plays ahead for sure. Okay, so another thing that was in the chat proposed by Chalençois is, do you go check Fire Temple? And I think it's a very good idea. Fire is a medallion. There's no reason not to do it. We have Goron Tunic, fully in Logic Sphere Zero. So I would say, why not? Especially since we have so many warp songs to get out of Fire Temple. And it's just, why not? It's progression no matter what. Seisei is saying no. Ikola is saying it's not a bad choice, but no. Wait, what the fuck? Seisei, you play safe. How come you don't dip fire in here? And as dip, I mean like dip your toes into Fire Temple. You don't dip fire right now? Are you kidding me? I'm not doing it because if I have 3 keys in the 3 first checks, I don't want to go upstairs. Well, what do you want to do right now? You want to do DC? Like, DC is just so far out of nowhere, and you're going to have to play Nocturne anyway. If you have 3 keys, you can just warp out. Okay, so if you're watching this, I think going into Fire Temple and checking the stuff is good. If you have enough keys to go upstairs, think about it, but probably warp away. Okay? And think about it later. You can come back. It would be the safe play. We don't have much time left on this early game lab, and I would prefer to go check DC. Another reason is you don't want to waste choose. That's true. We would be utilizing at least 1 shoe, very likely. Oh, I missed that? Oh. Can I slash? Thanks. So, I'm probably going to check this song, and then we're going to go and check out the spoiler log to see what was good. Okay, the song is okay. By the way, we have all of the warp songs of the game. What song was on Bolero? I can't remember. I don't know what was on Bolero. Song of Time? Okay. Can we warp to somewhere that has cool music? Just for a spoiler log checking with cool music that is not copyrighted. Shadow Temple, Pepe Jam? Not really. Not really. Okay, let me open the spoiler loggerino. And then I'll have to go. I have stuff to do this evening, so it's just gonna be a short stream. I'm sorry. It's gonna mostly be it for today. All right. Here we are with the... Is this the recent seed that I did? No, that is the seed that I did. Hopefully. Alright, we now have the spoiler log, and we're going to start by checking some stuff that we would have been doing at first. And because nobody wanted to do Fire Temple, I'm going to go and check what was up. So there was a small key nearby the boss. And then big lava open door was a piece of hearts you couldn't go up. And the block door was another key. So you couldn't go upstairs, there was nothing, you would have walked back to CAC, and it's not that bad. I think it was good to do, honestly. I do really think it was good to do, but I agree that we wanted to go do DC. We have 6 chews left, even though we have strength and bow. So it is debatable. I can understand. We have Bolero, so you can come back there pretty easily. And there's still a lot of the early stuff that you usually do as adults, especially DMT, Goron City, that kind of little loop, NDC that we want to do first. So yeah, maybe it doesn't fit with the priorities, but it would not be a misplay to do it. It would just be playing a little too safe, I think. Next thing we're going to do is go DC, and we would have full cleared it, right? In which we would have gone 20 chews on the first check of DC. What a day. Then a slingshot and all sorts of goodies. And then DC doesn't open way too much. Then what's in DMT? Can we get any of that? No, we cannot. What's in DMC? Oh wait, we want to check CAC. What's 1020 has a bomb bag, right? Yeah, 10 has a bomb bag. So we had that pretty clearly figured out, and I think it was a good call. It was not mandatory to be that, but the chances were super good that it would be that. And nothing else. Yep. You think you would have skipped the 20 chews in DC? Okay. As in, you see a small chest and you just don't open it? Okay, okay. Alright, let's go ahead and get spoiled. So, Nocturne we got it, Requiem we got it. Zora River Open Grotto check is Din's Fire Sphere 0. Okay. This we got, Cacten Skulls, Bomb Bag. Mountain gives a ZL. Spirit Temple Child Bridge Chest has Iron Boots. So, Child Spirit, Child Stone Spirit was giving you Iron Boots. Not a very easy one to go for. Was probably interesting to see where the other scales are. What's up, Ryu? Thank you so much for the raid. We're checking the spoiler log. It's the very end of the early game lab, but welcome everyone. Sorry, I'm gonna keep going and trying to make things fast for YouTube audience potentially. Lost Woods Target in the Woods has the Megaton Hammer, and let's remind that DC has a slingshot. Ha. We didn't get so much in Lost Woods. So actually we had a hint that Lost was on the way to Volvagia. So maybe it would have been not too crazy for the Megaton Hammer. It would just been a little late. DMC Volcano Freestanding, okay, is Hover Boots, that is true. Hyrule Field Tektite Grotto Freestanding Piece of Heart is a vanilla ATZ Grotto Magic Meter, hell yeah. Okay. That you could get with the Child Stone Spirit Iron Boots? What a lovely seed. Oh my god. Shadow Temple Silver Rupee Chest is your first hookshot? And then Spirit Temple Compass Chest Hookshot Logged Hookshot? Wow. Okay. I mean, reading this, it seems not fun, but who knows? I don't really comprehend all of it. But yeah, the magic was crazy. Where the fuck is prescription? Gerudo Training Ground has a boomerang. Okay, so GTG was paying off. Forest Temple has Rudo's letter. Oh, so Shadow Temple is indicating the hookshot because Rudo's letter is hookshot locked in Forest. Alright. Zora's Fountain bottom freestanding piece of heart is Kokiri sword? Why would you need Deku? My god. Oh no. Okay, so this is a panic mode seed in which my god. It's Stone Forest? No way. Oh yeah, it's Stone Forest. Ha. But do you need to do Jabu? Yeah, you need to do Jabu anyway. So I guess it's not that much of a panic mode because there's so many items that are hard to find that you probably did Ice Cavern at that time. And so you have seen the Kokiri sword. But if not, if you go to Dorf and he's telling you like, hey, it's in Deku. And then you go sit in a corner, you put your hands between your knees, you squish your knees with your arms, and let your eyes sweat a lot for a long time. Okay, but I think there was so much to find that Ice Cavern was definitely a good option earlier on. Just off logic, but yeah, you basically are doing AD in this seed. Yes, you are. You are. If Rudo's letter is your trial mode, you can easily skip Ice Cavern. That's true. You just need to not KZ skip. Damn, so KZ skip is once again never punished. And you get punished for following the logic. Is the trick with hovers allowed for Spirit Compass Chest? I think I should know that. I'm not sure. I would not do it. I mean, you guys are not gonna do it anyway, right? Oh yeah, that's true what Bruzler is saying. If RL is your trial mode, then Ice is like one of the best plays you could do right after. I'm interested, where are the scales? Just a couple of things I want to check in here. Another scale is in Forest Temple. Forest Temple Floor Master has like basically golden scale. So maybe iron boots are not that necessary at first. They're in Child Spirit. Do you really want to do Child Spirit at any point during that seed? Still do trials before Ice Cavern for sure, yeah. But yeah, KZ skipping was once again really strong because you know you're looking for IBs. And you're not doing cuckoos when you see a scale. Alright. Cool. Yeah, that was an interesting seed. Hell yeah. I'm wondering where the strengths are, but you know, we are far ahead into this video, and I think we're pretty done. If you need to, it's seed ID 991711, and you can check the spoiler log for yourself. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for this early game lab. I hope you liked the content, and it's made for brainstorming and trying to produce content to help improving decision making, just confronting your decisions to other players. And I feel this is quite positive, and it also helps me get better because you guys in my chat, thank you so much to you guys in chat. You are showing me options that I would not think of, and it's really helping me improve. So thank you so much, and see you next time.